All right, so this is going to be probably, I will call it, I guess, my first spontaneous video. And by spontaneous, I just mean I don't have any idea what I'm going to title this video. I don't know what exactly I'm all going to talk about, but there are some things that I just feel like I have to say. I don't know how it all fits together, but the main thing that I have just seen be a theme in my life right now, just, not just right now, but for a long time, is running from comfort like your life depends on it. And the reason I think this is just so important is because there is absolutely nothing good that comes from being in your comfort zone. I don't really even care what it is. If it's in the gym and you're just comfortable doing a certain exercise for a certain amount of reps, for a certain amount of sets, or, maybe I'm trying to think of some good examples. But the ones that have been just most prominent in my life have just been little things that, might not be my first instinct to do, just like things that scare me a little bit. I don't know, maybe it's just like posting like a video like this or doing some sort of like sparring match in the boxing gym. I don't know. But when I look at people who are living miserable lives in their like, early or late 40s, 50s, 60s, these lives are byproducts of comfort. Because I don't think they might not realize it, but it was comfortable to settle. It's comfortable to settle. It's comfortable to sit on your couch and do nothing. It's comfortable to just settle for that, average 9 to 5 job that you don't like, but it pays the bills. It's comfortable to settle for that, that partner, that boyfriend or girlfriend who treats you okay, but not exactly what you deserve. When I was 18, 19 years old, I was a completely different person than I am right now. And it's kind of mind-blowing because financially, I'm pretty similar. I was broke at that age. I'm pretty broke right now. I'll be straight up. I don't want to come out here and say that like I'm doing super well for myself financially, because I'm not. And it's not that I couldn't. There's something that has been just in my mind for a long time. When you start getting into the world of online business and just like entrepreneurship and making money in general, you have all these like business models thrown at you. It's like there's the drop shipping, there's a SMMA, there's like just coaching, there's all sorts of different stuff. Like most people, I've tried a lot of it. Like I even still have like a small drop shipping store that still makes a little bit of money. I don't really ever put too much time into it, but I have that. And I've done all the other things. I had a coaching business that I ran through Twitter. And, if I was still trying to build that up, I probably would be in a situation right now where I could, be financially free, as they call it. But the thing is, nothing that I tried with any of those business models or anything like that, nothing felt like it would be something I would do long term. And I could not even explain why I knew this or how I knew this. But it's like, even with somebody with no money, at a certain point, I would refuse to get involved in anything that I would not want to do as a long-term thing. Because I remember somebody talking about how important it is at the foundation of whatever you're building, how important it is to have a strong foundation. If that foundation is weak and you're not setting it up to go, the long haul, it's going to crash. It's going to topple over and it's going to fall probably a lot earlier than you thought. And so I still am like, I've been in this game, you want to call it. I've been trying to, make it somehow financial. I don't know. I've been trying to make my way in this like online business space for a couple of years now. Like August of 2022, summer 2022, I started a TikTok account, and it was primarily just supposed to be a gym talk. I don't know if you've seen those before, but like, just posting your physique, occasionally making like some talking videos and whatever. And I mean, eventually I grew it to like 14,000 followers, but I wasn't attracting the type of people that I really wanted to attract. It was people that went to the gym, yeah, but also just like people. I made some videos talking about how like situations with girls in the past and how like, oh, it was a bright light. How what ended up happening was I attracted the people who were younger, most likely, and, didn't have the best luck with girls and, buy into the hoes ain't loyal type stuff. And it's just Like those videos, like not even one, I guess it's more than a year ago, but more like a little over a year ago, like my mindset has completely changed on so many different things. And it's actually insane. Like a video that I had on my TikTok account was like about how if you have to question if a girl likes you and she doesn't, which is true. But my mindset making this video was that if I get like ghosted or, screwed over by a girl, it's like, it's not my fault, it's their fault, which could not be further from the truth. And that's not the point of this video. But what I'm saying is, there's going to be a ton of different things that seem like they are worthy of trying, and many of them are. But when it comes to doing something long term, when it comes to building something that you want to do for the rest of your life, the earlier that you can find that, the better. Because even when I was 18 years old, 19 years old, as like a freshman, sophomore in college, even earlier, I knew that at some point I would start a YouTube channel. I would want to do something like this, for a long time. And I've kind of made a commitment at this point that I'm going to be as consistent as possible with this YouTube channel. And I've already put in like a ton of hours. It may not seem like it just because of how many subscribers I have, which I'm thankful for, every single one of the 136 of you. But this is something that I'm happy putting hours into. Like when I was making this, other dropshipping store or trying these other social media marketing agencies, that was almost comfortable because I didn't have to actually like put myself out there, right? Like I was able to just kind of sit behind my keyboard and like click some buttons and set up some more, just like nothing that was ever too scary. Really low risk. It's like you call these guys, you call these restaurants, or you call, some places and try and, get them some more customers. You're behind the phone. You're not putting your identity on the line. You're not risking any sort of embarrassment. I mean, you are in a sense, but nobody can see it, right? Like I was saying, even when I was 18, 19 years old, earlier than that, I knew that at some point I would start a YouTube channel. But for whatever reason, the thought of starting a YouTube channel was more comfortable than actually doing it. Which is true for a lot of people. Like, I just can't, it just makes me so, when I look back at myself and I think like, bro, you wanted to do this. You knew you wanted to do this for a long time. Why in the world were you waiting this long? Or why did you wait till you were 22 years old to start this? When I think about this, the more I think about this, the more I realize it all comes back to comfort. 18-year-old, 19-year-old me was comfortable just thinking about what was going to happen the next day. I was comfortable just thinking about, I don't have to worry about what I'm going to do in the future. I'm just in college. I'm just living life right now. That's all. I also had something inside of me that did fear what people thought of me. I don't know if I ever was able to admit it, but I did. I could not get over the fact that if I were to put myself out there and post a video or post something or whatever, that people would think of me as someone who's weird or cringe or whatever. And like now that I realize that it doesn't matter at all, like you guys know what I'm talking about. Like you have like a moment, and it might come sooner than later when you just realize that no other opinion of yourself matters besides your own. But it's comfortable to, it's comfortable to just to sit and not do the thing and use the excuse of, I'm scared of what other people are going to think of me as a reason not to do it. And I saw this comment the other day on some YouTube video, and it was to the effect, it was something along the lines of, hey, so-and-so, whoever made the video, I look up to you a lot. Thank you for everything you've done for me so far. I'm going to the gym. I have a good diet. I'm meditating. And I want to start posting on YouTube. But I'm having trouble taking action. What should I do? And when I read this comment, I think I replied to it. But when I read this comment, I was mind blown. Because I know from just reading that comment, this guy's probably a little bit younger than me, probably 3, 4, I don't know, probably 18. I don't know, maybe younger. But it's like he answered his own question in the question. I'm having trouble taking action. What should I do? It's just insane how this kind of thought process, runs through some people. Like the thought of not putting yourself out there, not doing the thing is so much more comfortable if you just, like, I don't know how you come up with these questions. Like somewhere back in that guy's mind, they know that the only way to solve the problem of not taking action is by taking action. There's nothing that, like, I don't know if they're actually expecting somebody, whoever read the video, to respond to them and be like, oh, it's okay, bro, just wait 2 more weeks, just wait till you're ready. No, absolutely not. Because there's nothing that's going to get you over the fear of what people think of you or the fear of taking action, like, besides taking action. And I realized that, like when I was making that TikTok account in August of 2022, before that, I had not ever, I was still scared of what people thought of me. And it took me making those videos and actually putting myself out there. And a couple of them got millions of views. Like, I think I actually had like 3 or 4 videos that got at least 1 million views, which is kind of crazy because they were videos of me talking, which, on YouTube now, it's like they're getting less than 1,000, less than 100 sometimes. I'm still figuring out this YouTube game, but I'm just like, I just love being creative and I love being able to express myself in a creative way. But there are times that I feel like a fraud because if I make a video telling people or telling somebody how to succeed or how to improve their life, I know in the back of my mind that I have not gotten anywhere near the level of success that I know I need to reach. At the end of the day, I'm a 23-year-old. I just turned 23. I'm finishing up my last semester of college. I'm pretty fucking broke and I'm delusional. And really the only things that I have right now are myself, God, my family, the gym, the sport of boxing, and the content that I make on social media. And it's not like those things, like just having those things are bad, because that's, at the end of the day, that's all I need. But I'm talking about all these different business models, and you see these people on YouTube and all these different social media platforms that are telling people how to build this business model, how to do this business model. And it's like they use their experience behind, like they don't even have to be making a ton of money from that business model. This is what everybody's doing nowadays. It's crazy. They'll take one of these business models, whether it's dropshipping or coaching or whatever, they'll do it themselves for a little bit, make a decent amount of money, right? Maybe 5 to 10K per month. And they make so much more money by telling other people how to do that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they'll go themselves, execute the business model, and then once they actually have it down and they figure it out, they just make content that's about how to build this business model, and they make 10 to 100 times, if not more money. That it's insane. And so because I just can't do that. I cannot just try and convince people that this certain business model is the best way to do it and you should do it. I just feel like a fraud sometimes because I don't have those results that some people have, that lots of other successful YouTubers have. The things that I found success in the most are things that don't even really contribute that much to your material success. And this is just so hard for me to grasp because it's like I have all these different skills and all these different like pieces of knowledge and wisdom that I've collected over the years I want to share, and I know they're valuable. But it's like there's just something in my head that's just almost blocking me from fully being able to give it to somebody and believe in it because it hasn't resulted in material success for me. I don't want to keep rambling on about this stuff, but the main thing that I want people to take away, I want you to take away from this video, is that you should do as many things as you possibly can that scare you, as many things as you possibly can that make you uncomfortable, because at a certain point, you're going to build your tolerance up, your comfort tolerance. Because this is something that's so interesting as well. Like I've been going to the gym for almost, 6-7 years, and originally this was something that I did not like to do. It was hard for me to get myself up and go lift weights and go run, because just sitting down and doing nothing, playing video games was comfortable. But now my body has changed and responded so that going to the gym and running and pushing my body and doing something that is traditionally uncomfortable is now comfortable for me. Sitting down doing nothing, something that is traditionally comfortable for lots of people, is now uncomfortable for me. Like I will lose my mind if I have to go an entire day but like just sitting down and doing nothing. As crazy as that sounds, it drives me crazy. I just get all itchy and antsy. Like I feel like I just have to move. And it's just so funny how that works. Like you can get addicted to anything. It's even something that is not traditionally addicting. Something that is seen by a lot of people to be traditionally uncomfortable. You can get addicted to it and make it comfortable for yourself. And the last thing I will say that's been at the top of my mind for a while is stop asking questions that you already know the answer to. Don't be that guy in the YouTube comments saying, hey, blah, 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 blah. I want to start posting on YouTube. I want to start going to the gym, but I'm scared. I'm scared about people who are going to think of me, and I'm having trouble taking action. You know the answer. You already know the answer. I don't care. I know it's comfortable to act like you don't, but you do. Put yourself out there. Don't just settle for the easy, get-rich-quick business model. Find something that you can see yourself doing for a long-ass time, forever. Find that thing, and if you're going to try it, which you are going to try it, obviously, you might be already trying it right now, but once you do, why not just go for as long as you can? Why don't you go as hard? Why don't you pick? What if you just picked one thing? What if you picked one thing and took it as far as you possibly could take it? Nobody's doing that. It's uncomfortable. Nobody wants to do that. So that's just the message I wanted to talk about today. I can't even say what that can be, wrapped up in, what kind of title I'll even use. Probably run from comfort, like your life depends on it, because I think that's what I said earlier, and I like that. That's it. Run from comfort like your life depends on it. Stop asking questions that you already know the answer to. Pick one thing, go all in, take it as far as you possibly can, and you're going to be all right. But I hope you enjoyed this video, this spontaneous video at 10 p.m. in my car while it's -3 degrees. If this is the type of video that I should make more of, then just let me know. But feel free to comment and leave any thoughts and questions in the description or the fucking comments below. Subscribe, all that stuff. Peace out.